welcome guests. Today is the fifth speech, and today's topic what I have chosen is a little ticklish topic, and the platform is already set. So it's the same thing, but the more general term for all these things is called individual social responsibility. So it means ISR. So today's speech I have two parts in it. The first part I'm going to say what is ISR and what is the necessity to have this ISR and thing. The second part is how to very primitive examples of how you can go about it, and if time permits I can give more examples. Okay, so let me start with the first part. So all of you understand this, you are either part of the problem or part of the solution, right? So similarly, I was just thinking about this some time back, that people say you have to give back to the society, you have to do this, you have to do that. But I was just wondering, why should we do all these things? We have a designated government, we have a designated public administration, we pay as a dutiful taxpayers, pay the tax and fund them, we owe. So everything is set. So they are doing their job, we will do our jobs. We don't really have to think about whose problem is what and what's happening everywhere, because for me, for everybody, it is like our house, our apartment, our locality, our place, our India. Nothing more than that. Because we never want to think about it. We have people to think about it. We have a foreign affairs minister to think about it. We have everybody, but why should we think about it? So, I think all of you must have actually gone through something similar, at least thought about this. And if you have not thought about it, so please think about this and come to a conclusion or a solution for this as part of the solution. Now I started digging on this. So I started analyzing where it started and everything. So I want to analyze human beings versus animals. Okay. Now animals, as far as all of us know, we are evolved from the animals, right? So we are actually animals itself, monkeys and all the history. Anyways, so I just want to, can any of you tell the difference between between animals and the human being?
Language.
Okay,
Okay, there are many things, but one particular thing if you have observed is they don't socialize. Do they socialize?
Yeah.
They do.
Elephants, lions.
There are many elephants and these which are herd groups. But otherwise if you see lions and tigers, they are no two tigers stay in the same place. They'll be in the two different forests. So they don't really socialize. Okay, it's not like two tigers are there. I hunted yesterday, so today you can hunt so that I can say. It's not like that. They don't share or they don't really care. So basically this social thing is a human induced word. It is not animals that have induced anything. So this social, which is induced by humans, because we are all social animals, we are dependent with each other. From the food, from the clothing, from the water to the apartments where we stay, for everything we are dependent on each other. I can just put down like this, that we are part of a big circle. If we are here and we are dependent on somebody, and that somebody is dependent on somebody else. So basically we are all part of the circle, interdependent. So if we have to be happy, then it's naturally, and because of this, these persons also have to be happy. The part of society, the sections of society have to be happy. If at least one person is not happy, it is in the long term it is going to affect us, some section of the society. And that is what is happening. If you see the recent recession that happened, it started in US, but it came back and hit us. We are not part of it, right? So that is why, because we are all interdependent. To compare this, I can just compare this to a factory. A factory, so many machines and you have this line feed. In a factory there are many machines. You give some raw materials and you get a product. For these raw materials to convert to a product, it has to go through various machines. Now if every machine is efficient, throughput is high. Okay, but in this factory there will be at least one or two machines which are called bottlenecks. Okay, and the throughput of that factory will depend on these bottlenecks. So the factory has to actually look into it and see that those particular machines are always efficient, are always giving output. If they don't do that, then the whole factory's output goes down. So similarly, if you compare this circle to that factory, if this circle has to be in a synchronous and in a harmony, then all the sections of this particular circle have to be happy. And that is why I and as far as I understand, but all of us can come to a conclusion that there is something which is dependent on everybody. So there is something which is called as ISR, individual social responsibility, which is very important. So the negativities of this, you can have terrorism, you can have dacoits, or the recent Naxalites, all of, because some sections are not happy with the society. Because of this, the result of we can see now. So now the second part of this topic is how to go for this ISR. I want to ask you, how many of you take New Year resolutions? Very good. How many of you follow them? Okay, now more specifically, how many of you take New Year resolutions keeping society in the mind? Nobody. We always take New Year resolutions saying that I have to go like this, I have to be there, I have to lose weight, everything. But have you, just for the thing, you are studied, you have got a job, everything. Suppose there is no support or back system for you. What do you do? If you want to achieve something, it is not only you are achieving, it's the whole society is helping you to achieve that. Suppose you don't have water, power, everything. Even though you study and all, you can't do anything. You'll be fixing the problems in your home rather than coming out and doing something else. So that is why we'll actually have to, the first step, what we can take is, we can include such resolutions in our own life. I am not saying that you give up your work and go and do something. There are many minute things that you can do in every day. For example, how many of you know the names of the security guards? At least you remember the faces of the security guards. We take them for granted. We don't even know them. Because we don't even respect them. It's their job, they're doing it. Right? But they're also human beings. They're also part of this circle. Sometimes if they are not happy or something, it's going to hit back us. If something like housekeeping staff or a maid or a plumber or the electrician, anybody for that matter, is all part of this circle. So what, in everyday basis, what we can do, socialize with everybody, know their names or respect everything. First thing is respect the human beings as they are, not by their term that they are a security guard or you're there, we are here. It's not like that. We should respect them. And when we respect them, we will actually come to know what is their problem and how we can solve it as the thing goes by. Because when we do that and when that surveys everywhere, then only there will be an illusion or something and a revolution which we can foresee. All the problems will be solved automatically. And if we go by this, you have to actually check out for everything. For example, the first and foremost thing what we can do is, in our family, raising our own kids is the most important step. Recently I heard an ad in the FM. Two kids are speaking to each other. The first kid says, my papa has bought a 3 BHK apartment, I have got a room for myself. The second kid goes back to his father and says, oh really, don't worry beta, I will give you a villa, you will have a nice, to play also. It's a very good ad, but the objective is really horrible. If our kids are brought up like this, saying that, by comparisons, by jealousy, they are future generation, we are really going to spoil their future. And they are going to see so many sections which are not happy at all. So that is why I say that every individual has to change. And every individual has an impact on this whole society. And for comparisons, what I can say is, we are all like bits or pixels. If every bits and pixels become a positive and create positive generation, the whole screen or the whole society will lighten up and a bigger revolution will be foreseen. Thank you all.